of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody! Da 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 da. I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I leave with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I've got nothing to share, no, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes, we start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving? You're falling in a forest and there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Whoa,
McDonald's is the place to rock. It is a restaurant where they buy food to eat. It is a good place to listen to the music. People flock here to get down to the rock music. Rock and roll McDonald's, rock and Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. McDonald's will make you fat. They serve Big Macs. They serve quarter pounders. They will put pounds on you. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. McDonald's hamburgers are the worst. They are worse than Burger King. A Big Mac has 15 grams of fat. A quarter pounder has 12 grams of fat. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock on London. Rock on Chicago. Wheaties. Breakfast of Champions.
Morning, evening, and afternoon, everyone, and welcome to that Bastard Chap Badly Plays. And today we, of course, playing the good old King of the Castle. When we last left off, I finally won after a losing streak, and finally I am back. Oh, it was an intro. Yes, it was indeed an intro, Vanguard. And I'm glad you acknowledged it, just like it would. But before we do that, apparently, Green Boy has, not Green Boy, sorry. Dragon has basically given me a redeem. What is it? Is it Corgi? It's a Corgi, isn't it? It's the Corgis again, isn't it?
Welcome back to What's This, Dog? Have you ever seen a loaf of bread and wished it had stubby little legs and couldn't go down the stairs?
Corgi!
If you said yes, I'd like to introduce to you
Corgi!
The Corgi comes in two subclasses, the Cardigan Welsh Corgi and the
Hello.
Parrot Welsh Corgi. The
Yes.
Cardigan is the older of the two, has a long bushy tail, and if you squint hard enough, it does actually kind of look like it's wearing a little cardigan. The Pembroke, while still a fairly old breed, is the newer model. It's smaller, friendlier, and has an incredibly fat ass.
Okay, we didn't need to know this part.
Corgis are what's known as healers, not the cleric kind, but
Yeah.
the kind that herds livestock by nipping at their heels. I can't imagine the shame and embarrassment a 2,000-pound cow would feel losing a battle to a sentient Ottoman. The Corgis
Yeah.
are highly desirable dogs, so if you're thinking about getting one, let's go over the pros and cons. Pros: they're incredibly smart, they'll force you to be active, and people will stop you to take pictures.
Yay!
Cons: they're incredibly smart, will force you to be active, and people will stop you to take pictures of them.
Yay!
Assuming corgi owners can attest that these dogs are shockingly athletic. They're kind of like that 15-year-old kid at my gym that can deadlift 405 pounds and definitely doesn't make me feel like less of a man. The corgi is famously known as the favorite dog breed of choice for Queen Elizabeth II.
Yay!
Brown, she owned 83 dogs over the course of her life, with over 30 of them being corgis. I don't think the corgis have a patron saint yet, but I think if enough of us email the Vatican, we can get that ball rolling.
And just like that, that's why corgis are the best. Make no mistake about that. But yes, whilst that's also the case, hopefully you're all enjoying yourselves. Hopefully you got your little drinks. And thank you very much for the lovely little redeem of the drink. Pizdrava. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's beside the point. And before we get into the game, just gotta tell you, I had a lovely extra gig that I went to. And as well as that, enjoyed basically knowing what it's like to have hair for more than 5 hours. And I'm not joking when I say that. That is what happened. There was a lovely extra gig. I ain't gonna tell you shit about what was in it, what I did in there, how I did it, and thus I'm gonna leave it at that. But whilst that's also the case, how come, and I'm just gonna say this outright, every time I do an extras gig, when I'm basically lying in bed, wanting to basically cozy up into myself, suddenly out of nowhere, my head just goes, your nose needs to be filled up with mucus now! That's right. Pulling out tissues, sneezing repeatedly into them in order to get the mucus out so I can get back to sleep. But no, my nose just wants to go into a sneezing fit. Just go chew, 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 chew like a fucking Pikachu minus the Pika. It's just very obnoxious, very absurd, and frankly, not what I wanted to be doing at the middle of the night. However, also, I have a vaccine appointment tomorrow, so I'll hopefully remember that. As well as that, I'm also enjoying a lot of new things. Turns out I really do like certain parts of sushi, but that's just for another time later in the day. And as well as that, Dragon, I'm glad you just gave me more reasons to love corgis, despite the fact that I'm allergic to them. It's a horror, I know. It's a terror to basically think that me, a person who loves dogs, can't have one because allergies. There are some that are hypoallergenic, to which I then tell them, can it be in the shape of a corgi? And they say no. And it upsets me very much. But as well as that, thank you! What the? Thank you, Rennick, for the ever so loving follow. I appreciate you being here. And thank you very much for just coming in at short notice as we're about to begin the King of the Castle. And I think I've said enough for that. So let's get into the game. That's right, let's get into the game. We, of course, as you can see, along the lovely background, we see on the far left side, the one, the only, the best actor in the Dead by Daylight main in the world,
Nicolas Cage.
Do not add him. He will not respond. It's just how he is. And of course, we got the Chap right next to Nicolas Cage as we're going to play the King of the Castle. I will be your sole defender against the evildoers. Yay! And of course, we've got the fluffiest boys in Deltarune. That's Rousey. And now, next to that, of course, it's the only bot I'm allowing on this channel. That's right, it's ReactBot, everyone. Everyone say hello to ReactBot. And ReactBot, say hello to chat.
I'm a sucker for a cute little doggo.
Oh, so am I. So am I. It's just, I love the little doggo, the corgi. They do be little babies, and I want one, but my buddy's like, no. I would rather you die than to basically be in the hands of a loving creature. How dare you?
But anyway, Reabbot, are you looking forward to some King of the Castle?
They got that dog in them.
Yeah! We got that dog in them! From the previous set to now, we are going to do our best. On the top left, of course, as you can see, we have a random corgi off of DuckDuckGo images. On the top right, we got Shiva, my fifth favorite underrated video game character from any video game, shape or form. And on the bottom left, we see Jodariel from Pyre. And on the bottom left, Philip DeFranco from the Philip DeFranco Show. And on the far left side area, you can see a bookcase with all of the games I've played on stream and completed in my own time. But yes, Reabbot, I hope you're enjoying the room. I really did a lot for this.
Now that's some good tea.
Yeah, thank you. I did provide some, and thus as a result, you are appreciating the room, and everyone else seems to be enjoying themselves. So let's get into the game. That's right. I'm just gonna turn off this music and get into the game music. Hopefully you're gonna. Okay, finally got registration to work. Yay! Good to know, because as far as I was concerned, although I will say, why did you make your account? I will say, why did you make your account just last week? What were you doing before then? You needed to get registered? Like, how on earth did you get any of that to work? It's very concerning to say the least. But yeah, I'm glad you got it. Now let's start the game, as you can clearly see. And thus, we see all of this roll down. And I will, of course, be providing all of the voices in the game. If you have a specific voice you want me to basically do for you, let me know. But until then, I usually have my barons, okay, let me just show you. Basically, it's King Sabine II of the Sir Chapel dynasty, presiding over the kingdom of Barons of the March, the Partitions of the Coast, and the Grandees of the South. King Sabine II, of course, that's not Mimi, it would have been King Bastard, but unfortunately, let's just say certain overthrowings later, now it's King Sabine II. But I'm okay, I'm willing to live and let live with that. I mean, if you want anything much more shocking, this is the last one. Queen Zako the 8th. Of course, of the Class Trader dynasty, but that's for, you know, preserving. Considering this was presiding over a lot, and I mean a lot of Zakos, to say the least. But yes, without further ado, join into the game, everyone! King Sabine of the 2nd of the Sir Chapel dynasty, presiding over the Barons of the March, the Grandees of the South, and the Partitions of the Coast. Ready up, everyone! Get your exclamation point joins with your preferred pronouns in. Am I allowed to cheat? I will say this right now. If I find out that you have been involved in some extracurricular activity, the likes that I have not noticed, just know there is explosions. That's right. I basically trapped this whole thing. And also, I'll stick Reabbot on you. Reabbot, did you hear that someone wants to cheat on this game?
That's a bingo.
Oh, okay, we don't need to know. No, it's not. No, it's not. Of course not, my liege, lol. I'll take that as a no. Yes, that is indeed a no. A no point. He supports me. Well, regardless of who I support, it's a new clean slate. Of course, we've got Hyena. We got Pris Devor of the Barons of the March. We got Vanguard of the Grandees of the South. And, of course, Partitions of the Coast, Rennick. Lovely jubbly. And I think we will have more that come along. And I hope you... Oh! Sorry, you'll have to join the Partitions. I apologize. This is not a new game, so, of course, you couldn't... And this is just an ongoing case, so as a result, here's your 1,000 gold and spend it on one place. Epic? Can I just call you Epic? Because that's majorly epic. Lonely, I am so lonely. Do not worry, Vanguard! There have been moments where one person could overthrow. Well, fuck. Yeah, epic is enough. I have nobody other than my own. Wow! Anyway, get ready, everyone! Let's go! You can do this on your own. Do not worry. And now, you may be thinking, how did I leave it off? That's right. With an authority of 6, a stability of 6, a treasury of 3,500. And by the way, I will say this, Vanguard, you got the best of the best. That's right. For the barons, we have a trade of 10, a farming of 10, a military of 6, a faith of 4, and a defiance of 2. For the grandees, we have a trade of 8, a farming of 10, a military of 8, a faith of 10, and a defiance of 2. For the partitions, we have a trade of 6, a farming of 7, a military of 4, a faith of 0, and a defiance of 2. Yeah, I'm technically a duke. Yeah, whichever comes first, I will say the least. And I will say you are all looking fabulous. Absolutely amazing. And I hope to see all of this come into manifest. Anyway, time for the council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduce yourself to the partitions of the coast. A pleasure, your sincere highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. You will be hearing that from the partitions, from the rest of this. I can't wait to support the crown. Yes, yes. You will be supporting Epic. Yes. Anyway, for the grandees of the south. May the ninth god bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Yes, yes, yes. Voice spot on, lol. Oh, if you think that, let's hear the barons of the march. Hail and well met, my liege! Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape! And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Lovely. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? Oh, I know, right? Anyway, for the coronation. That sounds more like chiefs from the north. No, chiefs of the north sound like this. You got to understand, there's a few little minor details I'm willing to put into this as to put more accuracy for our people. That's usually what I think of them, just Scottish. And thank you, Paisavor, for the follows. What about the count? The counts will sound like these. We are to, it's basically, it's Dracula. It's fucking Dracula. And thus, it's just, it's time for Halloween. Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your blood, shit. That sort of thing. And thus, there will be more as we go along. But until then, I hope they do a DLC where they add more, like, people. I would love for a storyline to have more of these individuals. It would be awesome. Anyway. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother. But now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, everyone? Wait, I need to get a snack. Give me a bit. But we're starting the voting process. You can't just go whenever you please. Okay, fair enough. What kind of coronation is to be held? Shall we do A, host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine? B, proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god. C, D, troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. A, B, or D, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey, voting, voting, vote. And everyone has done their votes, and thus the troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. Indeed, it seems, and thus these are the people. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're often outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb up on top of the shield and hold your sword aloft, you realize this isn't not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt, and your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you headfirst into a puddle, in full view of half the city. At least the only thing hurt is your pride. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, time for the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. Seems like you need a new personal guard, my liege. Do not worry, that will come ahead, do not worry. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, from the looks of it, I'm gonna just make a clean getaway as the father of the nation. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners? Or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And the season! And we have Jacob of the Pizarro bloodline, infamous Marcher Hellion, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. One of the barons of the march backed up from a fight! Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne! What shall you do? Will it be A, doppelganger, which is lowering your own defiance, B, modernization, which is lowering your own military, or C, propaganda, which is lowering the stability? Which one shall it be? Because from the looks of it, lowering your own defiance for the doppelganger. Interesting thing to be saying. Anything else you want to basically add? Paisador? You've chosen A as well. Thus, you will choose the doppelganger approach. The barons plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spymaster. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Ooh. Meanwhile, Aviz of the epic family, powerful coastal political fixer, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow partitions of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Sabine II. Something must be done. What shall you do? Shall you do A, sorcery, which is raising the authority, B, subterfuge, which is lowering stability, or C, corruption, which is lowering the authority? Which one shall you do, partitions? Rennick has chosen A. Who else? Epic, what shall you choose? Shall you follow up with A? Or shall you go and for the others and thus... Oh, no, you've chosen A as well. Lovely. Vaulting is closed and thus we are using sorcery to raise the authority. The partitions plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immoral spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. He looks like a clown. Be nice to him. He's only doing his best as a person trying to abdicate me from the throne. To advance their scheme, the partitions must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Meanwhile, Fabian of the Vanguard lineage, sinister southern vanitier, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. Thank you very much for petting the Chapo. The Chapo really appreciates it. It's an adorable thing to see. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. B, I don't care what it is, I'll pick B. Alright. You want to do an uprising, which includes raising the treasury, apparently, Vanguard. Wow, you're just picking it just for the sake of it. I mean...
Catch my downvote.
I mean, that's ReactBot's reaction to me. I'm a bit shocked. Anyway, moving on. You have chosen to basically do an uprising, which is raising the treasury. The grandees plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the king, before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Oh dear. And thus, the uprisings will, the abjuration plans are away. But not until I put the laws of the land in place. Bribery? Oh, you shouldn't have. Who wants some free money? End the season. We have a fishy wedding, the honor guard, and an invitation. Let's go for the invitation first. Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to attend the annual night of the Seven Pyres celebration. I look forward to attending. Praise be! I trust you will be willing to finance and organize one of the pyres. It is customary for the king to do so, if he is in attendance. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Highness. Lovely jubbly. Every grandee event will just be me. I am the grandees. Yes, 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 yes. Do not worry about that. Anyway, the honor guard! One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber as bold as brass. Hello, you mage. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. What if I take a seat? Guards! 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 But your palace watch are nowhere to be seen, despite you yelling yourself hoarse. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if gangrene could be cured with moldy bread? I haven't tried it yet, but I've got a good feeling. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Back to the king of the castle. Indeed, JP, you are correct in saying that. Join up when you can. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? No. I want to hold a vote on his proposal. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Anyway, do we... A, yes, the pilot program will be in the south. B, in the coast. C, in the march. Or D, no, this is incredibly stupid. Anyway, JP, you're part of the grandees. Here's your 600 gold back. And by the way, just so you know, be sure to, yes, there you go, Vanguard. You're basically not alone anymore. Anyway, A, B, and C fought. No! Finally, another person not streaming Legends ZA. Hey, what can I say? I don't know what the fuck that is, but as long as you're here, we're all good. Here's your... Welcome back. You're part of the partitions in the lovely reign that we are basically bringing upon amongst ourselves. Aero Race has been fun. Lovely to have you here. Always is and always will be. Anyway, voting. Voting. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and JP has finally voted. Error why? It's not my decision to know what happens, but it will be in the march. Voting is closed. And yes, and the pilot program will be in the march. Under the peasants' close supervision, injured marcher soldiers eat moldy bread to stave off infection. Fuck the barbarians. To everyone's surprise, it works! The march of military is soon fresh and healthy. And the new medicine is rolled out across the kingdom. Oh. Yeah, wait, were you expecting that not to work? We're always happy to host science. The success of his ideas notwithstanding. Your Majesty, if that peasant had to be a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like this pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These girls' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire 4 mercenaries. There'd be Lord's coin above all. I misunderstood what you were testing. I thought it was the birds. It was not the birds. It was the moldy bread program. And you fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Anyway, I've made my decision. I'll wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. It's going to be the one with the most military. Which, of course, is... I just got here, Kit. Yeah. Our military just increased, so our guards will be stronger. Nah. Southern nuns it is. I will make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing, before filling into formation behind your throne. Lovely. And now for a fishy wedding. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our 2 nations. Adepts below! Great nation! The island of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats! And I hear it isn't even a proper marriage anyway! The Archduke is marrying a fish! The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sentient and absolutely amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the king to attend. Oh. Damn, what a thing to enter to. I know, right? Vagginess, it's just what it is. Anyway, do we A, of course the king should attend the wedding. B, the king will not attend the wedding, but will send his warm regards. Or C, condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the island of Sal. Who wants some free money, everyone? A, B, or C, vote! Oh, and by the way, you are, of course, part of the lovely barons. Don't spend all, here's your 1,000 gold, don't spend it all in one place. Who wants some free money? 3, 2, 1, vote! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey! Vote. And everyone has voted. What a lovely time to come together for the seven intention of money. Yes. Isn't that right? React bot.
For real, that's crazy.
I know, right? Indeed. Moving on! Voting has closed. Wow, unconscious, yet everyone loves money. Yes. We need to see the fist marriage. Yes. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. This kingdom is sliding into madness! Madness! Oh! When it's announced that you will attend the wedding, the participants are naturally scandalized. We've got to have money. Yes. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favor of your decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I appreciate that very much. Clever user of name. Glad to have you here. But here, you're part of the barons. Here's your money back from the previous endeavors. Lovely to have you back. Anyway, end the season! We are now in the bidding wars! We've got Hyena with 8,500. Clever username with 3,086. Rear Nick with 1,500. Vanguard with the same. Persever with the same. Epic with the same. Vegas with the same. Error Race with 1,400. And JP. Oh. Brokey. You hate to see it. But regardless of that, We have, of course, for the Barons, we have A, an observatory, which lowers the faith. B, a thieves guild, which lowers the trade. For the Grandees, we have C, a library, which raises stability. And D, a prison, which lowers stability. For the Partitions, we have E, a fortress, which raises the military. And F, a monument, which raises the authority. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Wow, wow, wow. Wasn't Sabine from my dynasty? I forgot. Let me check. Yes. That's all you needed to know. Bidding. And it looks like F and D. Oh, this is becoming neck and neck. Who will basically get theirs funded as we go along? It looks like the Grandees are funding their library or they're funding their prison, which means nothing of value will have changed. But will there be a difference? Oh, but F is suddenly coming up. Will we be a raising of the authority or the lowering of the stability? We have 10 more seconds. There's only so much for it. Will someone do a sneaky snipe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? You have raised the authority and lowered stability. Interesting indeed. With clever user of name being the top contributor to the lowering of my stability, but epic with the raising of the authority. Interesting indeed. End the season! We now have An Island Arises, a paper full of news, and finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I do not care one fucking bit. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Yes. Whatever. Anyway, let's go for a paper full of news. Yes, news. Look at this, Your Majesty. The Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is printed the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. They're calling it a paper of news because everything that's written in it is new. It's like a little town crier made of parchment. Oh, what an intriguing idea. Indeed, if you look, it even has little picture stories in the back pages. How droll. The paper of news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. I want pictures of Spider-Man! You mean that spider that looks like a man? Exactly! Oh, I just crushed it. That sort of thing. That will never be popular in the future. I know, right? Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and you're being asked to give an interview. Don't do it, Your Highness! This is beneath the dignity of your office! Oh, Vargas is not having it with that. But, well, shall we? A, B, yes. But they can only print nice things. Or C, yes, and they can print whatever they like about the king. B or C for now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Yeah, you put an apostrophe. Okay, voted. Oh, and everyone's voted, and yes! And they can print whatever they like about the king. Lovely jubbly. Voting is closed, and thus this will be what it is. You've never had a conversation quite like this with a commoner before. This journalist keeps actually asking difficult questions to your face. How do you respond? Let me address your question in detail. You talk at length about your justifications for your actions, while the journalist takes copious notes. Once the interview is over, all you can do is wait for the article to come out the next day. Your servant arrives with a fresh copy. Roll the dice! Oh, that was an 80%. Oh, that sucks! To your horror, the interview makes you look terrible. The journalist hasn't lied about anything, but somehow your words have come out all wrong. You look like an idiot. You're gonna lose the next election. No. By the way, there is... Hang on. We don't have elections here. How dare you? Even the nobles take the article at face value, and the newspaper goes on to be the fastest selling newspaper in history, which is easy enough since they've only been around for a few months. Fake news! From this point on, you'll be worried about journalists covering your every move. Yes, moving on from that endeavor. An island rises! Alright, you, that Nixon fellow from Curve. No. We don't need to know anything. Your sincere highness, your Angus Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has arisen, halfway between our shores and the island of Sal. The Thin Folk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, your majesty. The Thin Folk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sal. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news! That island is of immense strategic importance! We can't let it fall into Slandish hands. Oh, do we A. Send the king to conduct a secret negotiations with the Thin Folk? B. The king shall just attend the wedding as planned? C. Pay a wizard to sink the island back into the sea? Or D. Send the king to seduce the Thin Folk prince, sabotaging the wedding? Who wants some free money? A, B, C, or D? Vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. Who wants some free money? Money, money, money. It makes the world go round. And if you do not vote for it, your head will just be round. It's... vote, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like the voting is closed. Oh, Hyena forgot to vote, but it doesn't really matter. It unanimously send the king to conduct secret negotiations with the Thin Folk. Good. Now hop to it. I don't care what you offer them. Get that island! Preparations begin for your clandestine visit to one of the Thin Folk's undersea villages. Your chancellor has heard of magic reeds that allow the berry to breathe underwater. But such a thing will take weeks to track down. Ah, Ganon! Nice to have you back here in the Barrens. Here's your gold back from the previous endeavor. At least that gives you time to prepare for your underwater visit. Oh. Anyway, end the season! Uh-oh. Across the kingdom, discontent with... Oh my gosh. Across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew that he was better off. But until now, it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now, why so many barons? Hey, it'll be a challenge. Think of it as a difficulty curve. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord, and as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. Somewhere... Ow. Let me just say that again. Somewhere in the vast southern hills is a forgotten pilgrimage site. Once it housed the Saint Bones. Now it plays host to a secret night meeting of grandees. The knaves are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the king's hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. I was able to get away with levying a little extra tax this year, and even that I blamed on the king. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely having a scapegoat? Yes! Now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that King Sabine II is not only greedy, he's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of the scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Oh dear. Meanwhile, in the coast, Lord Partition's Epic sits on a pier. watching the shark swim lazily but circles beneath his dangling feet. Suddenly, the water begins to boil and froth. The sharks swim off in horror and terror. A huge, shaggy figure rises from the sea. Ye want to meet me? Make it quick. A ghost squid is frightening a sperm whale 30 miles from here, and I don't want to miss it. I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, hasn't he? The king's navy did anchor their ships over my favourite reef last month. Bloody annoying. Alright, I'll help you. But you better get rid of the bees first. Did you say bees? Yes, on the plane they're simple insects. But on the contrary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm no magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. What is with the bee hate on this game? For the next stages of the scheme, the politicians must lower all regions, combining farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Yeah, good luck with that. Say, Your Majesty, can we have a gladiator fight on the castle grounds? I heard the sport called UFC is having an event on the White House grounds.
Hello.
Soon I think he can one-up them. Excuse me. And by the way, hello, Yoshi. Sorry, my brain had a moment. Yoshirai, good to have you back here. And of course, I will ask this. We have a Colosseum for a reason. Moving on. Thank you for petting the chapel. The chapel really appreciates it very, very much. Well, since I'll be spending most of my time, paying for the pyres, we'll hopefully keep that in mind. We'll just keep a common tax for now. Anyway, the Wandering Bard. Visiting the Finfolk and eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yeah, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see these eligible candidates. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Dimitri, the wealthy heir to the noble partition Aero Ace III's estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous. And apparently he's got a silver tongue, too. Hello, Mr. Glad to see you're back here. Always good to see it. Always good to have you here. He loves to lose his fortune betting at the arena. There was also a scandal recently where he was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came from it. I like the sound of him. From the south, Bellona, the eldest daughter of the JP lineage. A quiet and retiring soul. Ooh, gambling. I know. Preferring solitude to the company of others. She's been in more duels than I can count, and won them all. All her duels have been practice, she says, for a final showdown on the horizon. Must have been a foreign name. Anyway, not bad at all. And finally, we have the Marches offering. Emmy, scoin of the prestigious, clever user of name, Bloodline. A typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Also got into a fight with the local bishop a couple of years back. Give him a bloody nose. Sounds like a laugh. She's great. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. What do you think of your hair? Where is it? Well, guess what, clever user of name? Me and Emmy have something in common, so maybe that would be in our best interest. I made my decision. Which one do you deem to marry? Let's go for Emmy of the March. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Yes. We move on. Anyway, time to visit the Finfolk. The Fin folk send a stagecoach made from a giant clam, pulled by seahorses. You equip your magic breathing reed and hop inside. The clam carriage plunges back beneath the waves, and you are whisked down into a murky depths. A few hours later, you arrive at an undersea cathedral of kelp-woven huts. It's year 1255. Republic had firearms, and the kingdom still uses crossbows. L. Their prince meets you at a grand table formed of knotted coral. Tiny finfolk sprawling swim around your legs as you sit. I'm gonna do that. Wow, this place is amazing. A whale passes overhead, momentarily dousing you in shadow. Yeah, but they are firework crossbows from Minecraft, so we are fine. I see. First of all, I must offer my congratulations. Whoops! I dropped my bag of pearls! Could you pick it up for me? The new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. Damn, I gotta go. Bye. Okay, take care, JP. Have a good one. Anyway, may I offer these pearls as a tribute? May I ask why do you have to give him the dowry? Actually, the island's worth a huge amount to us. Please, just trust me. Why would I lie? This new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. I cannot do this. Yes. It seems why should I go so soon? Let's have a drink. The Finfolk offers you bitter seaweed beer, which you imbibe through a complex underwater drinking mechanism. For hours, you and he swap stories and consummate over the hardships of royalty. As the night draws on, you find yourself and the prince growing closer and closer. A touch on the knee, a stroke of the gills. Could you take things further? Riappa, what should I do?
Yup. It's mukbang time.
I think the fish will find that first. Oh! Yep. All right, advisor, you're the man, I guess. Draw the Finfolk prince in for a kiss. You spend a pleasurable night with the Finfolk prince atop a bed of woven kelp. It'll be a night you remember for a long time, but it's over far too quickly. Return regretfully to the surface. As you're spirited back into your clamshell carriage, you feel more fucking hell. Yeah, it was mukbang time, I guess. So, how did it go, Your Majesty? I hear that the island has already sunk back beneath the waves. Did you successfully seduce the fishmen? That would be telling. I see. Well, the wedding has been called off. The partitions will be most pleased. It's mukbang time. Oh dear God, I need a drink. Oh my God. Please tell me someone clipped that. Anyway, the Wandering Bard. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to propose a song for you. How did the Chancellor know you'd seduce him? We only told you just to talk to him. We said nothing about seducing. Hey, things happened. And my squire said it was mukbang time, and who am I to go against the wills of Riatbot? Well, the only other grandee will be mostly lonely. Bye-bye. I see. Fair. Anyway, thank you. Oh, and hello, Blueberry. Sorry. I forgot to say hi to you. I apologize. Here's your gold back for the previous endeavor. Don't spend it all in one place. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you. And not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all of the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say? About me? Why, of course! In fact, I have the tune and verse all ready. I have saved my best work for you, my king. And all I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What should you like to inspire? Teach them to love me. I will do so, Your Highness. Absolutely. Give me a few weeks, and everyone within the Crown Lands will know of your benevolence. Pray, I need but only a small payment of 500 gold for the time. A discontinue rate for one as esteemed as yourself. You just said more than that. How does 100,000 sound? Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. I don't know. Having 6 fingers is usually a bad sign. Watch out for yellow triangles with top hats trying to make deals with you. Roll the dice! Oh, she hurries out to the throne room to do your bidding. Roll the dice! Oh, fuck! High rolls, but low results. Unfortunately, Sally is a better salesperson than a songwriter. She composes a song, yes, but it fails to capture the hearts of your people. You have her perform it for you, but it's abysmal. Nothing rhymes, there's no rhythm, and she doesn't even pronounce your name correctly. Damn it, Cypher. What a waste of 1,000 gold, I will say. Behead Sally Six Fingers. And also cut off one of... Actually, no. Bring out the finger-cutting mechanism. Place your 6th finger on there. No, not your thumb. That's not a finger. Anyway, and the... that's all crap. And the... An old debt. The Knights of the Seven Pyres and the royal wedding. All hail, Sabine. Sabine. No, it's Sabine. It's Sabine! Your wedding to Emmy is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Emmy's just basically going to come in for the kiss and just be like, why do I smell sea salt? Nothing needing to be said. There is nothing to be said. Moving along. Bless the E-God. Yo, it feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Emmy at your side. Do you take this woman as your lovely wedded wife? Yeah, sure, whatever. Then I pronounce you king and wife. Oh. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Emmy, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. Oh dear. By the time you find yourself alone with Emmy, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Looks like my niece is having a good wedding. God! I am so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine! Servants, bring the wine. That's the spirit, okay? So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Nothing beats the romance of the hunt. Roaming, and I said hunt. Roaming the great outdoors, searching for my prey. Oh, what do you think of the wedding? It was done beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. OMG. Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? Ha! She swigs back the last drag of her wine and leads you to bed. Why do I smell sea salt? Shut up. I thought Emmy was my daughter. Who's your niece? Prize over. Anyway, let's go for an old debt. How do you expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton? Shut your deaf mouth and give me what I'm owed, you owlless dog! Honorless dog, sorry. Calm down, both of you! These people-brained lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race! A debt is a debt owed is a debt owed, is it not? Your Majesty, I only recently discovered this debt while combing through my ancestors' journal. Honor dictates that Grandee JP is liable for his ancestors' debt. By all that is holy, this is ridiculous. I demand we put this to a vote. Alright, do we A, order Grandee JP to pay his debt? B, cancel the debt, it's too old to matter. Or C, order Grandee JP to pay his debt plus 2 centuries of interest. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything. A, B, or C, vote now! How do we expect to make him pay the debt, JP? Can't care, not here. Vote C for justice. Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1, and it will look like the voting is closed. And thus order Grandee JP to pay his debt plus 2 centuries of interest. By the knife! 2 centuries of interest, but I'll go bankrupt! Your great-great-grandfather should have thought of that before he decided to run so slowly. Tell you what, I'll give you a few weeks to sell off the family silver before I expect full payment. No Grandees voted, they left. Oh, this is outrageous! Get on, you little snake! I'll get you back for this! Ooh. Oh. Anyway, Night of the Seven Pyres. It's not long until the Night of the Seven Pyres. As you journey south, the sun beats down like a hammer. Grandee Vanguard meets you at the gates to the city of Aranjar. Glad you could make it, Your Majesty. Welcome to Aranjar. Beautiful place you have here. The whole city is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax. But first, which of the disposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning? Let's go for the seventh god, the Lord of Darkness. An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the seventh god's effigy is over 50 feet high and burned in the central square, usually attracting the biggest crowd. Now, what kind of entertainers will you be hiring to surround your pyre and impress spectators? Let's go for fire dancers. A wonderful choice, Your Holiness. The fire dancers of the south are famed throughout the kingdom. You will need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else? Let's go for lion tamers. A spot of danger should keep the peasants interested. Anyone else? Let's go for acrobats. Trapezing above the roaring flames, enough to even make a stone heart sing. With all these entertainers, your pyre will be quite a spectacle. A public execution will be a great draw, Your Majesty. That is all. Your work is not yet done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax. Sometimes we go with fireworks, but those are expensive. The black powder must be sourced all the way from Curve. A less exciting alternative is to double an effigy over like a falling tree. We will fill the effigy with obscene amounts of fireworks. Wonderful, Your Majesty! Your pyre will accumulate in a stupend... Just pick a grandee, any grandee. I see. Stupendous fireworks display, unlike any of the world has seen before. I will make the arrangements at once! I can't wait. Soon the Night of the Seven Pyres is upon you. The streets of Aranjar are crammed with merrymakers as the royal stagecoach makes its way to the town square. The citizens greet you with cheers and toss roses. The effigy of the seventh god towers over the rooftops, a 50-foot demon with fearsome horns as it bursts into flames. And out comes your fire dancers, acrobats, and lion tamers. You wait anxiously for the crowd's reaction. The lions pause and prance and leap with hoops. The fire dancers sway alluringly, spinning their flaming torches overhead. Acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at the sheer spectacle. Finally, your effigy detonates! The dark sky is filled with bangs and whistles and thousands of colors. The surrounding buildings look distinctly flammable. Fortunately, no stray spark catches anything alight. Thank the stars. You don't want to be known as the king who burned down Aranjar. The next day, you wait anxiously to hear how the South reacted to your fire display. Congratulations, Your Majesty! All anyone can talk about is your spectacular pyre! Everyone agrees you honored the ninth god and put on a hell of a show! Excuse my blasphemy. Always a pleasure to serve my people. Thank you, Your Highness. I hope you come down someday for another night of seven pyres. Lovely jubbly. Also, the ads are about to start. You know what that means. I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. War is a people's war against the system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go to the multi-stream on YouTube. You won't be able to do any of the things you're doing here, but at the end of the day, you'll have to compromise with certain things. But yeah, don't worry, you will have 3 minutes to basically suffer through. Anyway, and the season! Deep in the forest of the march, Baron Hyena has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. You said you wanted you had a surprise for me. Indeed, and here it is. Behold, your Highness. What are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry. I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha 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 ha! Quit battling, you blowhard! This isn't the king. It's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Great God! Just in time. The Spymaster trusts us so much that she's not noticed that we've fortified the border. That means we can move on to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the king's abduction could slip past unnoticed. For the next stages of the scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oh dear. And of course, we have all of these being set in stone, but yeah, and the season. And now we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna calm down for a bit. Just so we... Uh-oh. They didn't. They didn't know about this. They didn't know about this. I don't like how this says Finfo controversy. We weren't married, so it doesn't count. Also, bankruptcy looms. Back from the hunt. That will be certain things here and there. We don't need to know everything about what's happening. Just letting you know that right now, just in case anyone has any ideas. And by the way, the reason I'm just doing this ad break is mainly because I wish I would just stream without ads. I hate them so much. Despise them so much. Every single time. There's always a YouTube ad that has a gambling thing. I always have to go like, alright, go to the ad thing, block that ad. I do not want to see that shit in my face ever again. I'd rather have Willem Dafoe tell me La Fière for the rest of all the ads combined, because it's funny to think of Willem Dafoe going, "You're too late." Ow. That hurt my head, and it hurt my feelings. But also, as well as that, we don't need to know about what the Finfolk have been doing. But yeah, it's just like, "You're too late, Spider-Man. Right now, the city is running out of Lefroy, and I'm the only one that has all the supply. And the liver that is consumed most of the Lefroy has a choice, Spider-Man. It can choose to digest and turn it into the golden elixir. Or, if it can, basically summon it back out of my esophagus. The choice is yours, Liverman. Because you and me can Spider-Man control the city, Hello and welcome back. I hope you all didn't hang yourselves during that break. Anyway, bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank. Oh, and hello! It's all about the nits. It's all about the nits. Welcome. You are part of the partition as always. Here's your gold back. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Oh no, not again. I know. You can't choose mid-game. It's all about nits, but since the grandees were empty, you probably went there. Nope. All about the nits is a partition, as you can clearly see. Yeah. Sell off the crown jewels. You auction off a dozen of necklaces, 5 golden rings, and spectral scepter to the nobles. It's a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, this is a fetching tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the king. I can't agree with the partition's game choice. This round, farming for the win. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Moving on, let's go for Back from the Hunt. Sabine, Darren, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt, and I'm talking about my hunt. A trophy. Emmy takes you by the hand and leads you into the great hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet free and falls to the floor, the taxidermy figure of the great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger, as if ready to attack. Fearsome, this will be perfect for instilling some fear in the nobles. Yes, yes. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Gotta go, good luck and have fun. Thank you, Epic, and you be epic as well. So anyway, I'm just going to have to face the music with the Finfolk controversy. Man, that mukbang was a huge mistake is all I'm saying. The reason we sent Emmy to the king is not because she was our best pick, but instead because she just sounded annoying. Thank you for petting the chapel. Every good council needs a bear. I approve of this. Yes, time for the Finfolk controversy. Your Majesty, the secret is out! I don't know what the fuck you're on about. I did not have sexual relations with that fish. The Finfolk. Did the fish tell? I did not have read my lips. I did not have sexual relations with that Finfolk. The prince. No, but I did. No, but I did! God damn it, Clinton. The woodcutter under my bed is purely artistic in nature. My toenail biting is my business! I didn't inhale. My affair with the Finfolk prince. Yes, your majesty, the common folk can talk of nothing else. In every tavern in the land, the bards are singing about it with gusto. Your wife is very upset. She is locked in her quarters crying, honey? Honey? Honey bun? Get out! Oh, this song they sing well. Oh God! How could you do that? But we weren't even married! I'm Jack! He slept with a fish. How did everyone find out? It's just... Arrest the bards, deny everything. How did everyone find out? The Archduke of Sal spread the... What? Bitter about his marriage failing, though it happens to be a true rumor. So it's a rumor that there's a rumor, but that was bullshit. She's gonna grab a painting and start beating you with it. Yeah, probably. There was a rumor that there was a rumor, but that was horseshit. So what if everyone knows... I'm the king? Ow. Nevertheless, this is turning into a landmark political scandal. Perhaps the council could see a way to salvage your reputation. I have decided to basically, it's just the Clinton apology. Oh. A, arrest the bards and deny everything. B, admit everything. This is a cause of shame. C, the king should apologize. We ain't doing that. A or B, vote no! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 the voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 the voting is for you. A voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. Hey! Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Admit everything. This isn't a cause for shame. Roll the dice! Yes! You stand up before a vast crowd of commoners and declare that you are not ashamed. They didn't see that sexy fishman. Any one of them would have done the same. So what you're telling me is that you wouldn't have smashed... So you're saying you wouldn't smash? I'm looking at you! Looking at you, peasant. I know that you make writings of the Finfolk in your memoirs. Don't deny it! Have you seen the fish? Not his fault. And I mean, just look at him. Just look at the lad. You could almost argue that this fish banging. And besides, I tapped it before I married Emmy. I traded one fish for another anyway. I only ever see one fish, and they're all fish shaped. The peasants write fin fiction. To your surprise, the common folk respond with a full-throated cheer. Hooray! We're not freaks! Stop cheering! The king is a leech and a debaucher! He should be atoning for his sins! I can't believe my ears! Shut up, you busybody! Get the fuck out of here! We're gonna fuck the fish! The church condemns you, but the peasants are on your side for once. Across the kingdom, more and more ordinary people are striking up relationships with Finfolk and getting married in the shallows. Although Emmy is not going to be happy with me, I'm just going to admit that. I can't! And yet, you are fucking... The hunt! I am fucking gay! Suddenly, fish sales spiked 500%. The improve... Anyway, the improved relations between sea and shore are particularly beneficial for the coast, where Finfolk happily herd fish into the coastal nets. Now that's what I call a hap. So yeah, I fucked that fish, and you all know. But guess what? Wouldn't you? That's all I'm saying. End the season! We are now in the bidding wars! We now have, of course, Hyena with 8,600, Ganahan with 4,950, Clever User of Name with 3,284, Rennick with 2,300, Aero Race with 2,300, Eric with 2,250, It's All About the Nate with 2,148, Vanguard with 2,100, Vagnus with 1,600, Paisador with 1,500, Blueberry the 4th, the 6th, sorry, with 700, and JP with 500. For the bounds, we have A, who is, of course, a Brokey. Yes, isn't that right, ReactBot?
I'm ReactBot.
Yep, that is who you are. Moving on from that, for the bands, we have A, a fortress, which raises the military, and B, a stadium, which lowers the military. But for the grandees, we have C, an observatory, which lowers the faith, and D, a prison, which lowers stability. For the plantations, we have E, a cathedral, which raises the faith, and F, a deer park, which lowers the farming. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your backs out and throw them on the ground. Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Yes, as I predicted, everyone will make you check a fish's mouth before buying. Oh my fucking god. Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Wow, wow, wow. Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Wow, wow, wow. Get your bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. 20 seconds and E and D are in the lead, but A is trying to spike up to basically counteract. Oh my goodness gravy. We have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have lowered stability, but you have raised your military to the highest it can be. What an amazing outcome. Except for the lowering of the stability, but I can give or take with that. Anyway, moving on, we got an itching for a fight, a delicate matter, and about your heir. Let's go for the delicate matter first. Hey, sunshine. Hey, light of my eyes. Hey, sunshine. Hey. You know, that bald head, it reminds me of something. As usual, Emmy has spent the day out hunting in the Blackwheel Forest, as far as you as possible. But after you've eaten your separate dinners, she barges in with a face like thunder. I am not putting up with this a second longer! Living here with you is a constant annoyance! By my honor, I won't have it! King Sabine II, I want a divorce! It was the one time! But I care about you! Care about me? Care about me? Great God! If that was true, you wouldn't have been showing it. You hadn't been showing it. OMG! What the fuck? Every time we talk, it ends the same way, with you stemming down everything I wish for. Oh, I'm sorry. I accepted your bear. And you wouldn't accept my fish? I'm seeing a bit of a double standard is all I'm saying. Not what I like. This is never going to work. It's not over now. For good or ill, I called for the Archbishop to witness the divorce ceremony. Yes, well, good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure that it goes smoothly as possible. Does the Archbishop ever make things less awkward? I live to serve Your Majesty. You just don't understand. A bear probably would accept the fish. I think she would have accepted a singing bass hung on the wall, but cheating is a step too far. I wasn't even cheating! We didn't even get fucking married! We didn't even get married! We weren't married at the time! It was before the marriage! They weren't married yet though, right? You were No! It wouldn't have mattered! Pre-cheating! You were already betrothed. Whatever. It was a freedom fish fuck. Alright, let's get this done, my liege. We got divorced. I love you. You had your chance to be in the second. What more is there to say? Is there anything we could do to change your mind? For a second, Emmy looks thoughtful. Let the church speak for the cult of the undivided. What? It's a legitimate belief and it has been restricted too long. Heresy! Reapbot, what do you have to say about this?
This makes me so mad.
I know, right? Yeah. Can't do that. Divorce it is. Yeah. I mean, our faith is already low. Yeah. Nah, divorce it is. Very well. You are now divorced in the eyes of the kingdom. That's it. Queen consort, Emmy. Sorry, Emmy wanted this done efficiently. Soon, Emmy is ready to leave. Nice knowing you. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Enjoy your Enjoy your deep fry. Good luck trying to get a new bear. Maybe he will keep you company. Then she's gone, leaving you in the palace with no one but your honor guard, your huge household of servants, the palace watch, and your inner circle of advisors. Practically alone. Quickly, word quickly gets out. The kingdom is shaken by the news in the capital and beyond. Everyone's gossiping about what happened. Hey, Your Majesty, can we conquer some new kingdom? We could send her there and then we won't have to hear her. Good God, my liege! You rejected my dear Emmy! My own blood! This is an outrage! I'm surprised you fought I'm very surprised. If anything, this should have really just have happened anyway. Actually, she divorced me. All I'm saying. That's on the mind! I and my fellow barons worked hard to put a dowry together for poor Emmy. Tailor her outfit. Prepare the feast. Now that the marriage is dissolved, I petition the king to refund the cost of the wedding. Yeah. Not gonna happen. A, hand over the capital's best farm animals as an alternative gift, or C, the king will hand over fuck all. A or C, vote now! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Votity, vote. Hey, a vote. 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 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are to pay with animals, please. The lush fields surrounding the capital are bountiful, and the Chancellor soon arranges for the rarest breeds of cattle and sheep to be transported to the march. Although a clever user of names the second's pride is still hurt, the others accept the gift gracefully. Well, these cows surely meet the laws of equivalent exchange. Meanwhile, the clever user of name is forced to put up Emmy in his estate, which turns out to be a great expense. Oh dear. Moving on! Wait, hang on. What? But I just got a divorce. My condolences on the end of your marriage, Your Majesty. A terrible shame. Of course, no marriage is as important as an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. Well, they at least sound better than I guess. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They legitimize the bastard without just a couple reorganizations of our new army. It's truly a powerful beast now. Yes, very lovely. Moreover, I was hoping the crown might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? We just... Oh. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh! What's happening? What's going on? Scream and the world explode. Yeah, she probably did. What's going on here? What? Come on, get me back in the server. Get me back in the server. Get me back in the server. I want to go back in the server. What's going on here? What's going on here? Get me back into the fucking server. Please. Please. What the fuck's going on here? Hello? Is this what usually happens when I'm trying to... Hang on. Ah, the Wi-Fi's doing... Okay. I guess it's a game server issue. Don't worry. We are just gonna have to cross our fingers and hope Emmy didn't destroy the world. Oh dear. Is your Wi-Fi going to hell? The stream froze for a bit for me. What company are you with for the internet? Oh dear. Me too. Oh. Is... One second. No, it's connected. It should all be perfectly sound and well. Is everything going right on your end? Huh. I don't know about you, but it seems my Wi-Fi is doing perfectly well. It's connected. Well, let me check the status. Yeah, it's connected properly. Chat and screen is not working. What? Yeah? What's going on? Oh, please don't tell me the Wi-Fi is dipping or some shit. What's going on? Okay, that's fine. Hello? Can everyone hear me? Like, please let yourself be known so that I know, is everything alright on your end? Oh, this is very awkward. I can hear you. Okay, okay. You're audible. So, wait. I'm not going to refresh, because I'm assuming this has something to do with my fucking Wi-Fi. For my stream view, you lag a bit. I can hear you. I had to refresh the stream a second ago. Maybe game reset? And so, turns out that the actual cousin Emmy thought we were talking about her rather than my daughter Emmy, and so the world died. Oh, come on. That can't be right. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Hang on. Let me try again. Come on. Don't let this be how we basically end things. I don't want to end it on this. Don't let this be how this ends. Okay, I'm going to just stop the game. I'm going to stop the game and then reorganize, press play, and hope that it basically works the way it should. Oh, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping nothing went bad. I hope it kept some saved progress. Either that or we have to go through that divorce again. Either that or we have to go through divorces again. Whichever happens. You know what I mean? Okay. It should have saved after the previous event. Okay, okay. Fair. Let's hope that's the case. Okay, let's press continue. Oh! The monarch! Presiding over the dynasty of the dynasty. Presiding over the kingdom of barons of the barons. The partitions of the partitions and the grandees of the grandees. Okay, everyone, load yourself back in. Everyone, get back in. Monarch, the one true god of... Everyone back in. Everyone, get back in. Form a line. Form an orderly queue. Everyone form an orderly queue. Get yourself back into places. So that we can get everything back up and running. And just like that, we're missing a grandee. Well, that's not good. That's not what I was expecting to happen. We need a compromise. Who else is here that could ready up for a grandee or two or something like that? No grandees. I could join with an alt so that you can start just not play as them. Yeah, I mean, if it helps, I guess. Although in hindsight, maybe it would be best if we, if I were to peer press someone in. Wait. Let me try something. Let me try something very quickly. I'm going to harass one person about this. Wait. Swap me. I can't swap. I don't think I could just force. No, but I could do this. Didn't know I could do this. I guess in case I had, like, list upon list of these. But, let me just, harass someone to just, ready into the game just for a moment. Oh, no, that's not how that works. It only works if it does that thing. Hang on! All these technical difficulties, wait a minute. Hang on! I think... I always feel bad joining because I leave shortly. That delays all votes. But you can... Wait, you can leave afterwards! The game got... Brud. Wait. Actually, you can type... Oh! Oh, wait, yes, I can! Wait. Let's see if this works. Wait. Ah! Oh! We're back! We're back into the game, baby! Never mind, it worked. Never mind. Wait. Got it to work. Never mind. Okay. We're good. Okay, yes, very lovely. Blah, 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 blah. You can start a war. Let's see what the council thinks. Okay. We just need a campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unbodied army isn't worth its salt, I say. And now the grandees have a doppelganger they could do to scheme with. Yeah, but they ain't doing shit. Instead of a costly war, your highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Or if your majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we could use our might as intended and make inroads into Tavalin, whose Morage armies will surely be no match. Okay, who wants some free money? Let's go for, how about we, establish a mercenary company loyal? Who wants some free money? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Yeah. Oh, okay. Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Wow, voting is closed, and thus we establish mercenary companies loyal to the barons. You give royal assent to the creation of the new mercenary companies. Owned by the barons of the March, these companies fight in Ashmedane and other lands there where wars are plentiful. Everyone's satisfied, and the barons get their exercise, and you get a portion of blood money. Lovely! That's what we like to see. Yeah. War is just another word for enterprise. Anyway, and the season! Somewhere in the march, Baron Hyena sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom is at peace, and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a king. I could go punch the archbishop, If you think that would cause enough of a distraction, while it would be amusing, I doubt it'd be enough. We need total chaos across the whole kingdom. I could punch really hard. The Barons aim to lower stability to 4 or less. How about we Barons make a new weapons company? How about the Lockheed March as a name? Back in the South, Grandee Vanguard has met with his co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measures, but there seems to be little cause for celebration. It's no good! The peasants are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives as in the peace. Bah! Lazy good-for-nothings can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy. Don't allow the king to stabilize. All those grandees are ghosts, and we killed them all. Oh. The grandee's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Meanwhile, along the coast, Lord Partition Epic is visiting the wizard Scrampton in his cliffside tower, built of knotted coral and seashells. The Green Queens still rule over the Petri, as powerful as ever. You failed me. Please! Just give me a few more months. By the knife, I won't let you down. See, sure, whining. Just get it done. Or you'll grow barnacles on your boons. The partitions aim to lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. My sister-in-law works for bees. I cannot condone these deaths. Anyway, confirm this. Enjoy this common tax at the very least. Anyway, and the season, we have the Crystal Pox, a Salicarius request, and a mysterious ship. My liege! A shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate! And it's not even from the march! It's the name is the Seraphina! And it bears a southern flag! Oh, it's me! Wow! That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Wow, you're busting my late. We don't need to know that. Yeah, my head's killing me. I've been ever since I woke up. So what happened to you? I swear, I didn't do anything. Last I remember, we were sailing along southern waters. Then nothing. The poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay! We must interrogate him further! I must know why this ship is on my land! Marry that guy, my lord. We don't need to know everything about everything. Okay. A, send the sailor to a monastery to console in peace. Pay a scholar to help him recover his memory. C, the band should hire adventurers to investigate the shipwreck. Or D, leave the sailor to recover alone and the ship to molder away. Who wants some free money? A, B, C, or D, vote? No! Money, 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 the money is for you. Hey! Money, 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 that is all you wanted now. Money, 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 it must be so funny. Money, money, money is what all you all should have. Money, money, voting is for you now. Your Majesty, who is that girl with the yellow dress? She sounds familiar. We don't need to know everything. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's basically me that's not voted. Voting is closed. Send the sailor to a monastery to console in peace. The sailor is sent to the southern monastery where he can recover in comfort. The Archbishop assures you that he will receive the best of care and that you will be the first to know if anything changes. Lovely. Anyway, move. 1 second. Scroll from the bottom to the side. Oh, really? Boomer. Click on a button. Okay. It won't let me click on the map. It'll let me show all that, but not the map. Oh dear. Not the thing you want to be seeing. Try clicking and scrolling from the bottom of your screen. Oh! What the fuck? Okay, why is it doing that? Okay. Your Majesty! I'm as devout as anyone! But it's beyond ridiculous that for 1 day of every week, all the shops shut and no one gets done! I know, it's the 9th god's holy day. The day he rested after slaughtering the other gods like cattle. But must I interrupt trade? I'm leaving profit on the table! And need I remind you that the March is the economic powerhouse keeping the kingdom afloat! We should receive special disposition! It's a common bug. I'll tell you how to fix it after the event, presuming it's still there. Alright. You want to carry on working for the day of rest? No, not me personally, just my employees! This is a sacrilege, by the way. Ah! I assure you, High Inquisitor, I have nothing but the utmost devotion to the knife, but I need to think about my profits! My profits. Do we A, allow people to work on holy days, but only in the March? B, allow people to work on holy days throughout the kingdom? Or C, keep the weekly day of rest? I vote for this one. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Treating people like prophets is a sign of corruption. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Allow people to work on holy days throughout the kingdom. You're going to burn holiday. The Inquisitor. I'm right. I say something different. The Inquisitor is right. The council will pay for its sacrilege. My country folk will never accept this. Grandy May's words prove prophetic. The South is gripped by religious riots for weeks as a result of the council's ruling. Any merchants during the operate during holy days are mobbed. In the end, only the March actually takes advantage of the new law. Elsewhere, merchants shut down on holidays just as before. That girl is clearly a church prophet. Yeah, apparently. Oh, so how do I... So I do this and then go to the side, like this. So I just... So how do I do this? How do I solve this issue? Because... So how do I do it? How do I do it? Just so I can fix this problem forthwith. How do I do it? How do I do it? Scroll to the left side and click the red button, I think. This one? Oh! What the fuck? What was that? Check the noble list. Yeah, they're all there. Okay, I was right. What was it? What the fuck? What was that? How did you do that? If the factions are all unbalanced, it's supposed to be faction shuffler. We are invoking the 10th god. I see. Moving on, the crystal pox. Your Holiness, I bring dreadful tidings. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the south. How many dead? The whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. The victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they've fully recovered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the crystal pox can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allow the crystal pox to spread, we could make money in the south. Upon my honor, woman! That is heartless, even for you. The only way to fight the crystal pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the south to lose money? Okay, do we A, spread the crystal pox and harvest the gems, or C, quarantine the south to prevent the further spread? A or C, either way, the stability goes down. A or... We can't listen to a church puppet. A or C for... Now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A voting, 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 voting is for you now. A voting is for you now. Voting, 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 vote. Vote, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Voting is closed. Spread the crystal pox and harvest the gems. This is an outrage! How many will die for your greed? How could the council condone this? The next day, you deliver a speech declaring that the crystal pox is actually a giant hoax, and anyone who believes in it is a fool and probably a traitor. Sure enough, the cause of pox to spread like wildfire. Fuck me. Oh my god. Over the next few months, the crystal pox ravages not just the south, but the entire kingdom. With thousands of peasants falling victim, farms lie fallow, peasants turn away from the god that abandoned them. But on the bright side, you add a sparkling hoard to the treasury. In fact, all the nobles make a tidy profit, even the grandee. Me. Me. Fuck me. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos! It's perfect! We have to strike! What do you intend to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the honor guard and the palace watch? No, of course not! We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. You can either lure the king into the march and abduct him there, which is raising your own defiance, or manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts, which is lowering your own farming. A or B, you lot. Hyena, Ganahan, prized over, clever user of name. What do you intend to do? Which would lower farming, I think. What you do, fellow barons? Ten more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And voting is closed. That kidnapped the king during the relief efforts. If the march is great with famine, we can convince the king to come down and visit us. Kiss babies, hand out bread, that sort of thing. That's when we strike! One king rides down to the march, the other king rides home. Huzzah! But what about our own citizens? Won't they, starve? Ha! The folk of March are made of sterner stuff than that. They'll survive on boiled boots and nettle soup. For the final stage of the scheme, the barons must lower their farming to 5 or less. Oh dear God. Back in the south, Grandee Vanguard has met with his co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measure, and it seems spirits are high. We've done it again, my my good friends. The peasants are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace around the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences for this. Other than the king, of course. Praise be! I'm sure the king is already cowering in his palace. Who knew peasants could be this useful? But now then, only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the peasants to turn violent. Alright. Ooh. Hey, you know what? Hey, I believe, what's that? What? What? You want me to lower the trade? Oh, how dare you. Oh, how dare you. Devalue the kingdom's currency and force the peasants into poverty. Diabolical! Why, you might even call it evil. Rigged. Nay, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with me on the throne. With this final push, we will ensure the king soon has more than just a few angry peasants on his hands. Yes! And once the fighting starts, I'll be right there to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of the scheme, the grandees must lower all regions' combined trade to 15 or less. What's that? What's that? That's 16? Wow. Wow, that's not something I was expecting. Anyway. Emir! We've got mercenaries incoming, the Storm Maiden, and Pox in the capital. Shit. 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 Anyway. That's a -8 for the grandees. Fuck. Behold, your majesty! Baron Ganahan pulls aside a Tuplian to reveal a granite statue of Baron Prisdeva. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expressions a frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? I've certainly observed, my liege. This is all that remains of my fellow baron. It seems the Storm Maiden is abroad in the march. Well, no, she's broad. She's called the Storm Maiden. This is no living matter! She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Bryzevor on his latest hunting trip. Please, your majesty, we must do something. Okay, fuck me. Do we, you know what, who wants free money? Do we A, hire a wizard to take care of this? B, send an army to smash this thing to rubble? C, tell everyone in the march to hide? Or D, consult the fairy tales for a solution? A, B, C, or D? Vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed. Hire a wizard to take care of this. You send out word that you need a wizard, and fast. A few days later, one arrives and presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched in a silent scream. Carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. Yeah. He is set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. Oh! I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. A matter I gratefully have some experience with. I can make this problem go away from the MSC. And no small sacrifice. All I require is one of the king's teeth. But I just remembered to floss. This only make flossing, if anything, easier! You survey the worried faces of your nobles, allowing this wizard to pull out his royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Fine, take my fucking tooth. One of Gordius's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash. Thank you, your majesty! This will make a fine addition to my collection! At least Gordius sticks to his promise, as within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark, she is a statue once more, running silent and unmoving. The village children dancing around her and pigeons making messes on her head. Lovely. Mercenary income. Your Majesty! I have good news! Those mercenary companies that we let loose into the wild, they're still running profits! What a wonderful investment! What happens now? I came here to give you your share, of course. Please, take it! The question remains, Your Highness, whether or not we call it quits. Call it quits? What do you mean? We send them to Ashmedane in order to blood them. They're more than proven themselves. We should bring them home and have them train our own military with their expertise. Or we could put them back in to work with the expectation of future profits. Do we A, maintain the mercenary companies as they are, or vote now? Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, voting, voting is for you now. In fact, I might vote for it myself. Yay, look at me. Voting, voting, voting. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Voting is closed. Maintain the mercenary companies as they are. Roll the dice! Yes! The mercenary continues their successful campaigns throughout the Ashmedane and beyond. A steady stream of income finds its way back to the kingdom with little effort on your part, keeping both you and your parents very happy. Can you show noble list? Okay. Why, do you think it'll happen again? Well, but either way. Pox in the capital. Your Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the south to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in the glittering statues of the afflicted. Shit. Oh no. Indeed, Your Majesty. If only we could have prevented it. In any case, a rumor has spread amongst the peasants. They believe the only cure of the crystal pox is the king's touch. What exactly do they mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. You laying your hands upon one of the infected, and I don't know, blasting them with your royal healing powers. Oh dear. I think we need to overthrow the king before he kills himself with crystal pox. But I don't have any royal healing powers. We both know that, but the common folk have always been superstitious about the hidden magics of the king. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, or rather your hands on them. I hate this. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. Alright, do we A, the king should lay hands upon the token few of the infected, B, the king should lay hands upon as many as the infected as possible, C, triple the security around the palace until this all blows over, or D, we should let the crystal pox run its course. Can we just do B? Just for the sake of it. A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, a voting, a voting is for you now. Vote, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. The king should lay hands upon the... Roll the dice! Yes! The next day, you ride out to the capital city central square and find a swarming mass of peasants waiting. They're a wretched sight, encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths, climbing over each other in eagerness to reach you. Touch me! Touch me, your majesty! Touch me! Charas! Save us! You walk out amongst them and lay your hands upon as many as you can. They bow and scrape and thank you for your kindness. But there are thousands of them, and while they may be polite, their sheer numbers are terrifying. Still, somehow the city watch keeps order. At the end of the day, you head back to the palace exhausted to your very bonds. Turns out you can't really cure it. The Crustlepox continues to ravage the capital, but the legend of your proposal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon half the kingdom believes you are in your healing touch. When the pox finally passes, gemstones litter the streets, but the people are too busy mourning to pick them up. The treasurer has her servants collect them under cover of darkness. Holy shit, we are going to become heathens by the end of this. End the season! And end the season once again. Okay, my heir! Finally, I have an heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your hands, without Emmy anywhere near. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimatized born child. The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's excremental adventures being forgiven so easily. Your Angus Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your child. What is their name? Sabine the Third. I'm gonna bet on the pufferfish. Mother is mother. Shush, shush. Marvelous, your esteemed highness. I'm sure little Sabine will grow up to be a chip off the old block, regardless if they have gills. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Oh. Don't we love her little one? Anyway, falsely accused. Your Holiness! I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the south. One of the prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Mousejack Jamfuff, has escaped! His location is currently... The doors bang open. A grubby-looking peasant strides into the council hall, escorted by an anxious watchman. In this room. Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent, and he was pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear I am innocent. Grandee, threw me in prison on trumped-up charges simply because I said I didn't like his hat. Ha 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 ha. Your Highness, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. Alright, but before we begin this, I have to tell you there's a 3-minute ad break after this. You know what that means.
I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by.
This war is a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel and go on the multi-stream or go on the multi-stream on YouTube. It's her wig. Yeah. Shush. But yeah, I'll see you in about 3 minutes of that. But hopefully by then you will have voted for all of us. A, throw this foolish peasant back in prison. B, free Mouse Jack and imprison Grandee me instead. Or C, ask the spy master to investigate further. A, B, or C, vote no! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. Vote. Voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed, and you have chosen the free Mouse Jack and imprison me instead. Maybe that'll have better actually prison then, eh? Say a bad word about my hat! One more word, knave, I dare you! It takes 7 watchmen to restrain Grandee me as he is dragged down to your dungeons. While the common folk celebrate Mouse Jack's Gemforth's exoneration, it also is taken as a sign that the king's justice is flawed. I'm starting Cyberpunk up right now, honestly. Oh dearie dear, oh dear. I know. Is it because of this? Is it because of this?
I've declared.
Because of Johnny Silverhand's I'm gonna Johnny it up. Fair enough. It's good to know that you're just doing this for the Johnny Silverhands. Fair enough, really. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the 2 minutes to pass. But as I said before, if you have the chance, sub to this channel or go on the multi-stream on YouTube. As should be. Oh my dear goodness gracious, I will say this is all gone tits up. Is all I gotta say. Okay. 1 minute left, and then we're gonna just... Will you rebel against yourself? Hell no! Hell no! I wanna fucking win, god damn it! And I intend to do my best, okay? Okay? I don't want anything bad to happen to me. Okay? Just letting you know that right now. Just so we can keep things afloat. And only afloat. I'm just going to say that outright. Okay, 25 seconds, and then we'll get back to our ordinary thing. Thank you for the posture check. Destroyer. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back. Hopefully you didn't hang yourselves during that ad break. Anyway, the sailor recovers. Your Majesty, I'm afraid the sovereign sailor has regained his memory, despite our monk's best efforts. Which sailor? He was the last survivor of the wreck of the Seraphina. The ship has appeared on Byron Hyena's lands. It's great that we put that Grandee in prison. I was starting to think that she wasn't even a noble. I mean, have we ever even seen her? I don't think I have ever seen her putting votes into the ballot box, right? We don't need to know everything. More importantly, I consulted some late 5th century scripture and discovered a parable discovery this very situation. The shipwreck is a sign of the night god's power. I propose naming it a official march or pilgrimage site. Wait! I'm not sure I want everyone coming along and poking around on my land. Nonsense! This is a holy matter. Okay, I don't have faith in this working in... How about we just pray on the subject? Do we A, make it a holy site on night god? Don't want that. B, pray on the subject, or C, dismiss the theory as superstitious nonsense. A, B, or C, vote. No! Who wants some free money? Vote is for you. Voting is for you now. Vote. Who wants that free money? Money. Money is for me now. And also you now. Vote. Hey! Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed, and thus we pray on the subject. You spend long candlelit evenings in St. Peter's Cathedral, meditating upon the ninth god. Soon you hope you receive divine advice. In the season, we are now in the bidding wars! That's right, the bidding wars. Hyena with 9,500. Ganahan with 7,950. It's all about Nix with 4,848. Pizador the second with 4,550. Rennick with 4,500. Clever user of name with 3,683. Destroyer with 3,281. And me, not me, but it doesn't matter, Brokey. Anyway. Isn't that right, React Bot?
There's nothing funny about 9/11.
Okay, we're just going to move on from there. So, for the Barons, we have A, a deer park, which lowers the farming. B, a prison, which lowers stability. For the Grandees, we have C, a cathedral, which raises the faith. And D, a thieves guild, which lowers the trade. And E, a library, which raises stability. And F, a theater, which lowers the authority. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out. Throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Getting thrown in a prison was personal 911, 911. Thanks, React Bot. Yeah. Fair enough. All right, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? What's happening here? I wonder who did that. Moving on. Ow. I'm very sorry, okay? I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, my ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the father of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasant... Seriously, nobody lowered farming? Are thriving and well-fed, and they think of you fondly. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you or for fear of the revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedine Empire. The nobles will forget your schemes if you win. Let's go for become beloved by the common folk. Because I'm not looking good with that. A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first, you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. It's with you guys in war. I know, right? We war. No. A vision at prayer. You and the Archbishop convene in the evening as usual to pray for guidance about the mysterious shipwreck of the Seraphina in the March. A sudden image whips along across the sails. Sailors tumble like dolls into the abyss, then disintegrate into nothing. Tendrils of smoke twine towards the emptiness. Are they seeing something? Bloody hell! Oh, your majesty! Did you see that too? It's a message I don't know why I don't understand before. The ship is tainted. We must destroy it. I'll remind you that the Serafina is and always been the property of the Grandees. We could remove her, but this wanted destruction adds insult to injury. I wonder if the Grandees will rebel. Besides, such recklessness could harm my lands, my people. Never mind that. This is vital for the safety of the march. Okay, do we A, destroy the ship, or C, fence it off? A or C, vote no! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A, voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, voting is for you now. Voting, 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 vote. Vote a vote and a vote and a vote. Vote, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. We are to fence it off. Voting is closed, and we're gonna fence it off. Roll the dice! Shit. Oh well. You ordered the ship fenced off to prevent hapless travelers from stumbling upon it. Some citizens are unhappy and want the freedom to explore the area as they please. You hope the fence will sufficiently discourage that. A proposition. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition! To chair. What a brilliant idea. I thought you would agree. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting there collecting dust. Why not make the sound investment and send it to Chair? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I'm not wasting money on such a risk. She looks crestfallen, but nods courteously. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile. Perhaps another time. We can send Emmy there. Brilliant! You are a genius, treasurer! The season! And thus, that'll keep them silent for now. The season! And roving hunters, stargazing. Let's go for this. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. How much impact do town criers really have? A group of town criers file into a room, wearing bright red coats and each holding a very large bell. The Chancellor motions to the group. Immediately, they start ringing their bells and bellowing about your greatest deeds. Wonderful, aren't they? I can't hear you! The Chancellor signals frantically and the town criers quieten down. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first speech. Get me my fancy robes. Get the king's fancy robes! You hustle out onto your palace balcony, below which a sea of explicit and unwashed faces gaze up at you. As you step out into view, they erupt into cheers. Hats are thrown into the air, some faint with joy. Elsewhere you've gone, you've met the same reception. The public like you. They really like you, but you need to turn that into love. Roll the dice! Yes! As you launch into your speech, the peasants hang on to your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants' cheering is so loud you've nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. Everyone loves me. Not quite everyone, Your Majesty. Up until now, your speeches were confined to the capital. Now the time to take the show on the road. Over the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering that same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you go, you're greeted by cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the coast even want to throw a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. How delightful! This is a sign that you're a true king of the people, Your Majesty. This has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about the ordinary folk, the salt of the earth. Exactly as I wanted. I'm so glad, Your Majesty. I await your roll the dice! Yes! I win! Yeah! 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 A few weeks, the Chancellor slides into your office, looking very pleased with themselves. Your Majesty, the townsfolk of the coast are ready for you to visit. I'll wear my best crown. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. What's that flag? No country on Crest F has ever used that. What can you do? You step into the carriage and the Chancellor settles at opposite you, along with Sabine the Third and their nanny. I miss my... There's just... I miss my wife. This is very nice, don't you think? Yeah, very nice indeed. Just kicking my feet. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little Sabine the Third makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on their journey. Then why did you divorce her? Because she wanted to... Because she didn't like that I was fucking Finfolk during our engagement. And also... and also she wanted to basically lower my stability and I didn't want to do that. Anyway. Little Sabine the Third makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on their journey. You finally arrive at the coastal capital. Everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out of the windows, cheering your procession. Lord Petition Redneck stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. Greetings, your esteemed highness. How good to see you. You made me deal with her. I have fire alarms quieter than her. Surprise! Oh, but me? The coastal laborers have decided they support the crowd so much that they put on a party on your honor. They love me that much? It was a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follow you as you travel to the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Lord Partition Redneck's face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up, and even more cheering arises. The hall is filled with coastal Finfolk, but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. Marcher vessels raise their tankards to you, cheering wildly. The Chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone had got together for this. Let me bask in this for a moment. Alright. Good thing I'm not staying with her. Yes. You let the cheering wash over you for a moment, savoring all this moment. People roar in approval. You spend a week on the coast, feasting and drinking and breaking bread with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually you return to the capital where the council is in session. Nobles are arguing. By the 9th! We must have coin for the treasury! I found an ancient law stating that the march is entitled to funds for marchers' sporting activities! No! We need our girl for our businesses! The peasants aren't working hard enough, and we're losing momentum! You think back to the gathered peasants, tradespeople, and merchants, all cheering you up for you. So many of them cheering for you. Time for a change. I'm bringing the peasants into the council. What? Bringing peasants to the council? You lock eyes with him, and you can tell he's thinking back to the banquet in his town. Yes, your sincere highness. Of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that the nobles have realized just how outnumbered they really are. So you're letting merchants buy council seats. How much for a seat? Sounds like a good way to make money. Who cares? Merchants and peasants rub shoulders with aristocrats in council sessions, bringing fresh perspective and the concerns of ordinary people to the throne for the first time. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at the treasure. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. The monarch is of course victorious. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to upstir the crown is a prisoner deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. The attempt to woo Scrampton to the coastal cause was doomed to failure. Eventually the wizard, bored with these mortal quibbles, fed Lord Partition Epic to a kraken. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the Grandee's scheme fizzles into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they'll take matters into their own hands instead of hinging their plans on the whims of common folk. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King Sabine II rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of caressing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing, but the peasant thought it was nice while it lasted. King Sabine the Rich! Though the game like 2 years and 9 months, spouse... none. And of course, Riap, what do you think about that?
If you criticize me, I'll come straight to your home.
Oh dear. And of course, successor Monarch Sabine II. And of course, the richest of the nobles is Hyeno with 9,600. And the brokey is me, the second. But we'll just ignore that one. Anyway, the kingdom will now be ruled over by Sabine, the Monarch Sabine III. With a popularity, authority of 3, a stability of 10, a treasure of 9,730. For the trade, for the barons, we have 10, farming 8, military 6, fifth 0, and defiance 1. From the grandees, we have a trade of 9, a farming of 8, military of 7, and faith of 8, and a defiance of 5. For the partitions, we have a trade of 8, a farming of 8, military of 3, a faith of 0, and a defiance of 1. But of course, I must thank you all, and I do mean thank you all, for the ever so loving time you brought along to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, a big thank you to some newcomers. Very big thank you to Paz Devor, Rennick, for your follows. If you like this so much, be sure to leave a follow. I do this every week. But if you want to see a bit more, be sure to check out my socials, as they're basically depicted there, as we go into a luscious little root. Who shall we be raiding today? Let's see. Ooh, Fable is in session. Probably playing the good old Dead by... Wait, what? Playing the Final Fantasies all the time. Lovely jubbly. Fable crit. And thank you, and thus we will start it off on that. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to use the raid message on the way out. And thank you all for watching, listening, and enjoying your time. I hope to see you all tomorrow with some good old Dead by Daylight tomorrow. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and I will see you all tomorrow. It's a goodbye from a ReactBot.
Stop the steal.
Anyway, and it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Oh, bye-bye-bye.